I like it already.
My chest is off limits.
The fire hungers for us. Judgment is at hand.
Fresh.
I've
Do you
seen
want
it
to play
happen.
cards?
How fares our confessor?
A mild headache, but otherwise blissfully ignorant. So what does the maiden's path entail?
Walking in the maiden's footsteps. Her rise, her trials, her suffering. There will be fire involved.
Sounds remarkably unpleasant.
Back in the maiden's time, the fire was a tool, not the object of worship it is today. Ever since we lost the maiden's guidance, it has twisted the Inquisition into a bunch of fire-crazed lunatics. And now, I must bare my soul to this eldritch parasite. What was Mordecai thinking? The crow flies. Welcome on board, Confessor. Anything you need?
Thank you. I am quite well, though I can't seem to remember quite how I got here.
You nodded off in the carriage. We had to carry you on board.
I do have a sound sleep, it is true. I'm quite glad to be at sea again. What type of vessel is this? So far, I've yet to smell incense or hear the sound of prayer.
You will find all those things on the lower decks.
I see. I shall let one of the acolytes guide me there.
Sharpshooter, I refuse to have incense burned on my lower decks.
Suck it up. It's a miracle he hasn't caught on yet, and it's a long way to Gran Alcázar. The future.
Set a course, navigator. I have transported the Confessor to Gran Alcázar.
Now, we don't have his luxury of walking around unmolested. Make sure we are not disturbed. Then I will speak to him and begin the rite. In theory, we will visit 3 beacons across Gran Alcázar to conclude the rite.
And in practice?
No cursed has ever walked the Maiden's Path. Whatever happens, will happen. Now, choose our landing, before I regret this.
In action.
At long last!
This moment is ours.
Through the flames.
Ready for a challenge. The crackles draw them. Like moths to the firecracker. Hold on tight.
Golden greetings! If there is value, it's mine. Oh, caught a memory.
I knew this would come. The crow flies.
J'écoute.
The verdict is clear.
Having is better than wanting.
Good capture
The
mark.
court is in session.
Sure as the storms.
The fire hungers for us. This will be good for you.
The cannon is mightier than the sword. I like long shots.
Still breathing. Death for desperate times.
Let me tell you, the rope is quite long. Bien sûr.
Teresa, para servirle.
I'm glad your memories are still working, Marley. As you command.
To each what they deserve. Once more, justice has been granted.
I miss the waves under my feet.
Swift justice. The White Crow stands ready. My verdict
stand
is
against
final.
the tempest.
For desperate
Thanks,
times.
Marley.
They all seek my riches. Nobody takes what's mine.
Oui. Swiftly.
My sight reaches far.
Big problem? Bigger solution. Let's not ask for permission. Back up. Good. Quelle surprise! Cannon ready.
I'll hold on to what is mine. It will be dealt with.
Teresa, ready to serve. Let's get a better view. I send you my resource.
The line.
I am your executioner.
Come fishy fishy. Treasure fishing.
My strength returns. Teresa,
A little
Para servirle.
souvenir.
it's done.
Oh?
With kind regard, death comes to me. Come to me. I've seen it happen. Filed for review. The future calls.
They should see a confessor at once.
Cría cuervos. It's quickly done. Judgment is at hand. La pequeña muerte. Your task is otra ronda. I see where this is going. Let the future come.
Understand.
Change in position. Rodarán cabezas. Return. Change in position. Ashen judgment. Silence descent. Back to greener pastures, eh, Marley? Through the flames.
Ready for a
Nobody
challenge.
takes what's mine. No one cheats death but us.
Judgment is justice has been granted. My strength returns.
Golden
Sure as
greetings.
the storms.
Still breathing.
Another to the
Where
board.
to? Up. Arriba. Where to?
Shoot with the conviction. It's a treasure. Finders keepers, right?
Teresa, para servirle. Let fate be our judge.
The maiden would be ashamed. Again!
Ash for your eyes. The future calls. Another soul for the buyer. Up.
The distraction.
Do not waste blessed rounds.
A record of the past. Change in position.
You'll never reach my rank like this.
J'écoute. My chest is off limits. Will it yield coin?
The verdict is clear.
I'm always
Careful
here.
negotiation. Finders keepers, right?
You can do better than that, acolytes.
An offer I can't refuse.
The court is in session.
If there is value, it's mine.
Another to the horde.
Concentrate. Let the fire guide your shot.
Tight lines.
The fire hungers for us.
eyes.
Dicho y hecho.
My power grows.
In the land of the blind, time waits for no one, except us. It's done. Avert your gaze. I pray for your soul. Let's reconsider the case. A bolt for your skull. Once more unto
Quite the shot, Teresa. Consider me impressed.
Who?
For desperate times, death comes to... Ah, swift justice. Judgment is at hand.
You'll never reach my rank like this.
Marley aids us. Avert your gaze. I've seen it happen.
I heard. Got a good head in my chest.
Gracious maiden, I prepared.
Let's ask another question. Change in position.
Golden greetings.
The cursed would laugh.
It will be dealt with.
The sisterhood is denied.
Treasure fishing.
Gold's rubbish.
Ready to fire. Keep it for a rainy day, Marley.
You can do better than that, acolyte.
Any cannons loose?
It's a deal.
How many pilgrims today?
None. The Inquisitor's decree still holds.
Tight lines.
Concentrate.
Big problem?
Let the
Bigger
fire
solution.
guide your shot.
Memory
Ready for a challenge. Aye.
Aim with the eyes of a youth. Shoot with the conviction of a prognostic.
Is there treasure? The line is sturdy.
posh one.
Would be ashamed. Again.
Careful negotiations.
Let's
Got a good
get up
head in
that
my
review.
chest.
J'écoute, as you
They
command.
all seek my
I
riches.
see.
Nobody takes what's mine.
Plastic wrap.
The cannon is mightier than the sword. Thanks, Barney. I like long shots.
I'll never reach my rank
A
like this.
fine shot. It's not ready yet. D'accord. That wasn't so bad, was it? Ah. Magnifique.
Will it yield coin? Thanks for the ride,
Laugh at you.
I suppose. My golden side.
Teresa, ready to serve.
I'll
Judgment
hold
is at
on
hand.
to what is mine.
You can do better than that, Acolyte.
An offer I can't refuse.
And I used to see greed as a
Fishing for another memory.
Concentrate. Let the food.
Diamonds, rubies, emeralds. They'll buy.
Teresa, para servirlo. Justice has been granted.
Made that noise.
Gracious may not
Oh.
repay.
Let's tackle it again. Will it yield coin?
I knew this would come.
Concentrate.
Treasure this
Fire
moment,
guide your
Mother.
shot.
Anything shiny? If there is value, it's mine. They'll buy. Diamonds, rubies, emeralds. The rod reaches far. Thank you. It will be dealt with.
I'll keep it stored.
I can smell gold already. Nice out.
Oh.
It's a deal then.
By the maiden,
There
what
must be
happened
mistake.
here? What right is
To
appropriate?
each what they deserve.
Who merely fight?
Don't sell me short.
Is it negligence?
Finders keepers.
Bad luck.
Right. Hook, line, and
Twist
sinker.
of fate, perhaps.
The verdict is clear. Justice has been granted. Otra
take that.
ronda.
A
An
wise
offer
decision.
you can't refuse.
The fire hungers for us.
Nobody
I
takes
miss
what's
the
mine.
waves under my feet.
I'm always
Careful
here.
negotiations. Tough customer. Will it yield coin?
Is that?
Interesting choice.
Diamonds, rubies, emeralds. This knife will be your end. If there is value, it's mine. You'll pay with your demise. We found no common ground.
Cursed day.
Teresa, para servirle.
I'll hold on to what is mine. An offer I can't refuse. I'll trade you for your life. Sign your treaty to die. I can smell gold already. See eye to eye. Finders keepers. Right, another kind of bait.
Ready for a challenge.
The court is in session. For desperate
problem.
time.
It's a deal.
Bigger, sir. Ah, ammunition. Bien sûr.
I'll remember.
My chest is off limits.
I like long shots. I need ammunition.
We need someone to tend to the gardens.
I'll file a request with the magistrates.
swiftly.
Teresa, ready to serve. I've seen it happen. My strength returns.
Wait.
Nobody takes what's mine.
Still
I'll
breathing.
hold on to what's mine.
Still sane. Change in position.
Is that? How many new acolytes with the last ship?
40. Their tasks have already been assigned.
Let's get a
treasure.
better view.
It will be dealt with.
The cannon is mightier than the sword, sure as the storms.
They all seek my riches.
I stand against
Let the
tempest.
future come. I pray for your soul.
Once where the
more
wind
unto
blows,
my verdict is final.
always a pleasure. I
I cast for treasure. Finders keepers. Right.
How does he see without a head?
At your service.
The line is sturdy. Curse them. Not yet. It will be dealt with. I'll hold on
Another
to
shot.
what's mine.
Through the flames.
Shakut, as you command.
Got a good head in my chest.
Objective in sight. The beacon of revelation. First step on the maiden's path. Let's make sure we are not disturbed. With kind regards. Judgment is at hand.
Having is better than want.
The core objective in sight. The beacon of revelation. There is our objective. The beacon of revelation. First step on the maiden's path. Let's make sure we are not disturbed.
Will it yield coin?
Ah, swift justice. Change in position. Cuervos, come to me. Treasure this moment, Marley. Let fate be our judge. Where to?
Remind me not to get on your wrong
Yecho,
side.
yecho. Blood will flow. Come to me. I see where this is going. Arriba. The crow flies. Confessor.
Ah, Teresa, there you are. Is it just me, or have things gone strangely quiet around here?
I haven't noticed. Shall we begin?
Of course. Let me see if I remember the words. Dearest maiden, mother of flame, who suffers for us eternally to keep the darkness at bay. Today, her child Teresa has come to walk in your arduous footsteps. This humble confessor will aid her on her path. He will hear her regrets and ease her suffering. Step forward, Teresa.
Maiden, I come to you bare and helpless as you were when you found the fire. May the flames reveal the darkness of my soul. Maiden, help me. Ah! In the name of the maiden, I judge thee guilty. I cleanse my doubts with fire. I am reborn. Well, well. What is this now?
Teresa? Is everything all right?
Yes, Confessor. It has just been a long time.
Well, if you think you can carry on, shall we head to the next beacon?
Go ahead. I will rejoin you shortly. Marley, what are these shadows?
The fire has destabilized your cursed soul. It has manifested echoes from your past.
They must be destroyed. I can feel it. I must use my power. With kind regards. I am reborn. No mercy. From nothing she lifted me. From weakness she shaped me. I am her humble servant. Ah, yes. I remember the foolish girl I once was. That's what we all were. Fools, lamenting that we'd been thrust into this terrible lost Caribbean, until the maiden discovered the fire and became our beacon.
From corruption, she shielded me. From darkness, she spared me. Her fire lights my path.
After years of futile struggle against the cursed, the fire became our salvation.
If there
We
is value,
reveled in its
it's
power,
mine.
ignorant of the horrors it would make us into. Even before we lost the maiden's guidance, we had already doomed ourselves. Let us continue to the next beacon. Our friend is waiting.
I'm surprised you still remember all this, Dagmar.
How could I forget? I was there from the start. I saw the maiden temper our strength, liberate the poor and oppressed. I followed her call to the first Purga Magna, eager to drive back the curse. I witnessed the Spanish envoys take all we'd built and throw it into the fire. Judgment is at hand. Come to me.
Best not
It's
forget.
done.
Yes.
The Marley aids us. Let's get a better view. Justice is harsh. I pray for your soul.
I stand against the tempest. Quelle surprise!
That was our cold guy out.
Aye. Good capture, Mark.
Huh?
D'accord.
You have plans for that one, Gael?
Empty. Useless thing. Well, I... A fine shot. Swiftly.
Ready to shoot them away, Gael?
I like long shots. There. That's what we came for.
The beacon of judgment.
A
The
wise
second
decision.
of 3 steps on the maiden's path.
Somehow I expected there to be more.
The main path includes only 3. Revelation, judgment, and suffering.
Well, at least we won't be here all day.
Any cannon?
Death
As you
comes
command.
for desperate times.
Anything shiny?
The White Crow stands ready.
Let's not ask for permission.
The second of 3 steps on the maiden's path.
Somehow I expected there to be more.
The main path includes only 3. The second of 3 steps on the maiden's path.
Somehow I expected there to be more.
The main... The second of 3 steps on the maiden's path. Your crimes
Somehow I
are severe.
expected there to be more.
The main path includes only 3. Revelation, judgment, and suffering.
Well, at least we won't be here all day.
Where the wind blows.
The second of 3 steps on the maiden's path.
Somehow I expected there to be more.
The main path includes only 3. Revelation, judgment, and suffering.
Sure,
Well,
it's a stop.
at least we won't be here all day.
The second of 3 steps on the maiden's path.
Somehow I expected there to be more.
The main path includes only 3. Revelation, judgment, and suffering.
I miss
Well,
the waves
at
under
least
my
we won't be here all day.
Quelle surprise!
Maiden,
They shall not
hone
go
my
unanswered.
senses.
Measure.
My hand shall stay
Calculate.
calm in the
Don't
face
tell me
of
short.
evil.
One the better part of me.
I'll hold on to what is
I
mine.
like long shots. Always a pleasure. Aye. Marvelous.
I never forget.
Well, I was going to clean my canal anyway. Let's not ask for permission.
A half-decent shot, Gael. Good work.
Bourgeois. Little bombs. This will occupy them for a bit. D'accord.
Maybe. Oh. The crashing strength of a canoness.
You should try fish.
This
Sometimes,
moment is
Gael,
ours.
your arc is beautiful.
Bien sûr.
Teresa, para servirle.
As you command. Another ace in the hole. A little spectacle just for you. Sure as a stone.
Your verdict strikes true, Gael. Still breathing. Still sane. Once more onto the breach. Thank you for waiting, Confessor.
Oh, it is no trouble at all. I am enjoying not being questioned for once. Now, shall we continue? Dearest maiden, bringer of fire, who has been judged in our name, Teresa has begun to walk the difficult journey of your life. Her past has been revealed so that she may be judged as you were before us.
Maiden, I give myself to the judgment of the fire. May it test the conviction of my soul. And should I be found wanting, let it consume me.
Are we sure this isn't a terrible idea?
Hush! Oh!
She burned for us. She freed us all. I could not stop it. Maiden, help me. I must not waver. Her fire will guide us.
Teresa, have you weathered the storm?
I need another moment. Go ahead without me.
Are you certain? Let me call an apothecary.
I am fine. Thank you. Now please, before I embarrass myself further.
Sharpshooter, I can feel your soul weaken with each shadow that appears.
The Maiden's path is never easy. A bolt for each, just like the last time. I will rot before I let the fire get the better of me.
It will be dealt with.
The monarch's puppet took her, freed us all.
At your command.
These memories are foolproof.
Teresa,
Quelle
ready to
surprise.
serve. The verdict is clear. Judgment is at hand. A bolt for your skull.
The monarch's puppet took her away. Could I have stopped?
Through the flames.
Could I watch her go with her accusers? I see her sentenced by false charges. Her word denies us retribution.
The old world saw us breaking away and sent a tribunal to bring us back into the fold. They saw the Maiden as a threat and concocted a false trial to remove her from power. We would have fought to the last for her, but she would not have it. Our swords were not meant for the living, she said.
I watch the pyre from the crowd. I see the fire light the straw. Her eyes look skyward as she burns.
The tribunal sentenced the Maiden to be burned at the stake. Fire would be her executioner. A cruel gesture, no doubt intended to break our spirits forever. If only they had known the consequences of their folly.
I watch the fire leave her frame. I see her adversaries burn. My throat is raw with exultation.
It was a miracle. The fire leapt from her burning body, engulfing her accusers. I still see it in my nightmares. The Maiden set ablaze. I was there in the crowd. I could have done something to end her pain. But of course I didn't. And so she continues to burn. 100 years of suffering. Where's the justice in that? The Gawkers fled in panic. But the devout of us stayed, witnessing the dawn of a new age. And through all of it, she remained on the pyre, still looking skyward, still burning. And so she burns to this day. The shadows are scattered. Onwards, to the cathedral.
Big problem?
Find
Bigger
his
solution.
keepers, right?
I'm always here.
Let's come to an accord. The rod reaches far. Thank you. Will it yield coin? I can smell gold already.
Language they understand.
I'm not looking for common ground.
I knew this would come.
I don't look up to anybody. Any cannons loose?
An offer I can't refuse. If there is value, it's mine. Ready to fire. It's a deal then. Tight lines.
Is that?
Nobody takes what's mine. You have what I want. Tough customer. Diamonds, rude. Landed a... That's a big... Landed a heavy one. I can see the objective.
The final step on the Maiden's path. The beacon of suffering.
You're
Charming near.
The Maiden suffers eternally to keep the fire alive. It is the ultimate act of devotion.
Ever imagine a world where Blackbeard had doused that flame?
I've lost the taste for fantasies. Now let us clear the final beacon.
It will be dealt with.
To each what they deserve. Iron judgment. Death comes to judge you.
Another kind of bait. Treasured memories. An offer I can't refuse. I drive a deadly bargain. It sells it. Finders keepers, right?
The court is in session. It's done. Time waits for no one, except us.
You never miss, do you?
It's mine. I'll
For
hold
desperate
on to what's
times.
mine.
My sight reaches far.
What?
Let's get a better view. Silence descends. I see where this is going. Ah, swift justice.
Having is better
The
than
future
wanting.
calls.
Got a good head in my chest.
Ready for a challenge.
It's a deal then. The line is sturdy.
An anchor in the sea.
Soon none of this will matter.
Will it yield coin?
The White Crow
I
stands
like long
ready.
shots.
Change in position. I've seen it happen.
Oui.
Diamonds,
The
rubies,
fire
emeralds.
hungers for us.
Interesting choice.
Yecho. The crow flies.
None of this will matter.
J'écoute swiftly. Let's capture this moment in time. Let's not ask for permission.
My sight reaches far.
Where the wind blows, cannonballs fly.
In the land of the blind, treasure this moment. My verdict is
Golden
final.
greetings. An offer I can't refuse.
They merely follow them.
And I used to see greed as a
The
vice.
cannon is mightier than the sword. Bourgeois.
Anything shiny?
The white cross, desperate time. I am your
It's a deal.
executioner.
No escape from my bait.
Ah,
If there is
I stand
It's
against
mine.
the tempest. No chance.
They all seek my riches. Will it yield coin? Sign your treaty to die.
Where the wind.
Por the end, my ears.
Coin. This knife will be your end. Look, I'm still recovering. No, I'm still recovering.
Strong arms for such a
Diamonds,
bonny man.
rubies,
I
emeralds.
miss the waves under my feet.
Still breathing. Still sane. Let fate be our judge.
Every living soul has their place in the design.
Timeless plunder.
Once more unto the beach.
My chest is off limits. I can smell gold already.
Oh?
I'll trade you for your life. It will be dealt with.
Well, now.
Reel them in. Ready to fire. Nobody takes what's mine.
Ready for a challenge. As you command.
Just hear of this.
Ah, I would have
Careful
forgotten
negotiations.
Your crimes are severe. Dicho y hecho. Justice is harsh. The crow flies.
They all seek my riches.
D'accord. The crackles draw them.
They always forget.
Maybe they should see a confessor.
My sight reaches far. Be aware.
Big problem? Bigger, sir. Let's see again.
The white crow stands ready.
I don't look up to anybody. Sure as the storms.
There.
Quelle surprise! Little explosives are just as good. I have to resist the noise.
Each what they deserve.
Yeah.
The future
Hone
calls.
my senses. My eyes
We
shall
have our
uncover the
A
sacred-
bolt for your skull. Let fate be our
Golden
judge.
greetings.
A little souvenir.
The verdict is clear.
Let's try again.
Having is better than wanting. Finders keepers.
Teresa, para servirle. The future calls.
Something. Let the fire be their dues.
J'écoute. It's a treasure. An offer I can't refuse.
Where the wind blows, cannonball this will occupy them for a bit.
The court is in session. Iron judgment.
Commence the right.
Change in position. Death comes
I
to
stand
the
against the
will be dealt.
tempest.
The White Crow stands ready
Will it
for
yield
desperate
corn?
times.
Reel them in, Quentin.
The verdict is clear. Who needs eyes to see?
If there is value, it's
I
mine.
knew this would come. Justice has been
Don't sell me
granted.
short.
Good for
The rod
another shot.
reaches. Thank you. It's a deal then. Tight lines. Line and
Oui,
sinker.
quelle surprise! Bon choix! Sure as the storms! I like long shots.
Teresa, ready to serve.
D'accord.
Still breathing. Still sane. Let's get a better view.
Let me aid you.
Any cannons loose?
Line and sinker.
Oui. Bien sûr. Quelle surprise!
The fire hungers for
The
us.
cannon is mightier than the sword.
My sight reaches far.
Always up there.
Golden greetings. An offer I can't refuse.
Ah, the better part of
The
me.
rod reaches far. It's a deal. Not yet. I'm still recovering.
Ready for a challenge.
The future calls. A record of the past. Confessor,
I was beginning to worry. Are you certain you wish to continue?
I've never been more ready.
Very well. Kneel, Teresa. Holy maiden, hallowed be thy suffering. I bring to you, Teresa, whose faults have been revealed and judged.
Maiden, I am ready to bear your pain. Through your anguish, I will be cleansed. Through your eternal agony, I will...
Teresa?
Damn it all! Why put me through this torture? As if I hadn't suffered enough. She was everything to me, and they took her away, and I did nothing. And now she suffers forever because of this parasite, this damned fire. Ah! Traitor! Betrayer! Failure!
What's going on? Her soul was thrown into chaos. If she doesn't fight her shadows, we may lose her for good.
You hear that, White Crow? Get shooting.
I'm tired. Perhaps this was always my fate.
You've been in tight spots before. You're the bloody White Crow, act like it.
Cheeky little runt. Very well. Once more onto the breach. I am the Maiden's judgment. My sight reaches far. My gaze reveals the curse.
That's one shadow down.
Her bolt is returned on its own. She can shoot again.
Traitor! The Maiden's teachings guide my shot. Her light illuminates my soul. She is my beacon in the darkness. She is my island in the sea.
Her soul is at a critical point.
Keep it up, White Crow.
In her name I judge the wretches, the foul, the evil, and the cursed. By her law I separate the wicked from the just, the sinners from the devout, and thus through my... Confessor?
I'm not sure what happened. Forgive me, but I have bungled the rite.
It is quite all right. We have finished here.
You concluded the rite yourself. Marvelous.
Come. You look pale. Why not sit down for a moment? I was just saying...
This is where we part ways, I presume.
You have my thanks. I know it couldn't have been easy.
Oh, I had a jolly good time. Doubly so considering I was traveling with the Cursed.
So you knew?
It wasn't hard to figure out. But when you approached me, I admit, I was quite intrigued.
That's not all, is it? You aren't truly blind, either.
Technically, no. Though I feel my corruption is quite harmless.
Look at us. Two damned souls chatting away in the Maiden's hallowed house.
Do you think she minds? The world has changed much since her time.
I think she weeps for what her Inquisition has become.
She might. But if wretches like us still carry her light, perhaps all is not lost.
Farewell, Confessor. I hope you find your own way in these strange times. What I meant to say was, and thus, through my blood and tears and unyielding faith, Teresa, I ease the suffering of this world. Ship, how does my soul fare?
It has stabilized. Even better. It seems invigorated.
Teresa?
We are done here. To the exit.
That cheeky priest.
It is done. I have walked the Maiden's path. The mirror should be satisfied. Judgment is at hand.
J'écoute.
Teresa,
Diamonds,
para
rubies,
servirle.
emeralds.
Energy. Tide.
Ah, yes! That is a devious little rope. The ornaments are beautiful, but it does have a tendency to entangle its proprietor. Good to have it back, but still not what I was looking for the most. Now, my skeletal friend, where did you get this?
Rope.
Ah! I'll have to ask the Marley if I want to find out more.
Anyone hungry?
Ready for a challenge.
The future calls. The crow flies.
The mirror awaits. Ready?
Naturally.
Approach then, sharpshooter.
Mordecai, your mirror witnessed my soul, and I passed its test. I hate what my Inquisition has become, and deep down, I hated myself for allowing it to happen. But the past is what shapes us. The only true way is forward, and your test has rekindled hope in my heart. It is done. I'll go roost on the main mast again. If you ever fancy a chat, you know where to find me. I'll even throw in a smoke.
Hey, Marley, I have something to discuss with you. Can we talk?
At your leisure, Navigator. Something has changed in the mirror. I believe we've completed enough of its tests. All that's left now is to revive the last of the crew. What do you have for me, Navigator?
I think it's time we talk about what this journey is really about.
I don't follow.
I know about the Time Soul, Marley. And I know what you intend to do with it.
You were in my hold, despite my explicit orders.
Mordecai told me to. A secret message back in the Riddle Hole. His words were clear. He wants you to send the Time Soul back to the below.
I know very well what his final request was.
Do you? Because when you recounted it to me, you left out the most vital part.
Careful now, Navigator.
You intend to use the Time Soul. You're going against your captain's wish so you can bring him back.
Listen well, Aethia Manicato. You presume to speak for the captain, but you are wrong, no matter what his message says. I know better than anyone what the captain would have wanted.
Think about the clues he left us. The relics. Put there to remind you when you should not use your power. The mirror, which makes the crew come to terms with their past. He's preparing us. Because if anyone uses the Time Soul, something terrible will happen.
Enough. Your concern is noted. Return to your post, and let us not speak of this again.
I'm not giving up yet, Marley.
As you will, Navigator. Now please, leave me be.
Fine. Take your time. We'll continue this at a later date. Well, not like I expected this to be easy. Back to business it is. Straight to the point. I'll
To
be there.
Barca, eh? 13,100. Ah, I just caught a break.
Aye, feels good to stretch them bones.
Consider it done.
Where to, Navigator?
No second thoughts, eh? Now we're getting somewhere.
I'm here.
I knew this would come.
I can smell